What if there was a way to track all software, media, and related documentation? I was looking for that answer. Turns out there's a firm called Kavira. They have a solution named Boss, which does both templates and audit reporting to do just exactly that. Today's demo will show how that can happen. First, a little overview. What we have is a template that has a request from, request to, actions, reminder file. Over here is the content to pull out of a pre-configured list, the ability to have remarks both pre-configured and manually added, and attached files as well. So what we had is a request from Greg Rebar to IT with a bundle that had end user agreements and a couple of links to download some software, in this case Captivate, Azure, a file that had the seals for authenticity certificates, and also the audit report here as the final doc. The instructions went as follows. Please, to IT, handle all the distributions. To HR, once those are finished, you can download the tutorials for your training class of Azure. And the VP of Finance got a message indicating that there's going to be a 6-month run out on the Captivate software. It is a cloud subscription, and let's talk about that in early 2018. To that end, the sender also sent a tickler here to remind him that that's coming up for 1/8/18, and there's some email capabilities as well to follow up on all participants if they have not responded. As you can see, though, I chose the IT response. The IT person has closed the request, and the remarks, all is completed, HR2 is on board. So now, instead of repeating what HR did in finance, we can see that big picture in the audit report, so let's go to that right now. And we'll pump up the view of it. So what we have is a snapshot of all of the open requests and corresponding actions of the 3 participants, all receiving the same request but with different instructions. So on the first case, IT had the biggest mission to handle all the distributions, took care of it, it's complete. HR2 got an email indicating it's time to download tutorials. Same with HR. HR, though, just chose to wait for the closed request because that was one of the options in the pull down, pretty easy. And finally, the VP of Finance did accept, but also wrote the remarks here that 1/8/18 is a little tight. Let's talk before the end of the year. So in summary, what you have here is a total snapshot of all the status, including all the actions and requests, and elapsed response time, which in this case is fairly compressed due to the demo capability. But in normal cases, you could chart who's responding in what fashion and how quick or slow each person's trend is over the period of time. So with that, to summarize, you have this all in one spot, and you can use this now for asset management, tracking, and controlling as the baseline file that will record all the documentation and media flow throughout the organization. And this is all done through an easy-to-use template with audit reporting, and that is the Boss solution. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was informative.